All right, I think we're live. Not sure if this is working right. Oh boy, let me. It wanted, it's one of those things where I have to always um, scroll. It wanted to configure, and so I had to scroll through all my parties to find my there. Yeah, I am live. Okay, well at least it's working. Hey Trish, how are you, friend? And Shayla, Sarah, oh my goodness, how are you? Hey Rachel. Okay, so we are live and we're going to make a new dish. It's 30-minute pineapple chicken with coconut rice. Well, you know what? I'm not going to do the coconut rice because this is why. I had some chicken broth I wanted to use up in the fridge. Did you know that you can use chicken broth, coconut milk, whatever liquid you have, even almond milk if you want, in the fridge and use that for your rice? Did you know that? So I have some chicken broth that I wanted to use up, and I'm like, I'd have to open up a whole new can of coconut milk. So I'm like, this time I'm just going to use the chicken broth. That way that gets out of my fridge, even though I still got a little bit extra in there. Hey Ross, welcome. Mom, oh yay. So excited to have all of you with me. So today we have our pineapple that I cut up already, which I'm going to show you in a minute, but I am marinating my chicken. It said to marinate this for 30 minutes, and I did it a little bit longer because, well, I got it together early, but it had some soy sauce, some pineapple juice, brown sugar, ketchup, and a shallot. Do you guys use shallots? Do you even know what a shallot is? I think this might be maybe the third time in my life that I bought a shallot. I don't buy shallots. I just use regular onion. Anybody else? I mean, the only way I knew it was a shallot is because it said it was shallots. I mean, anyone else wonder what the difference? Are they sweeter? I don't know if, they're an onion. They look like an onion to me, just a little different shape. Maybe not as big. But seriously, what is the difference between a regular onion or a sweet onion and shallots? I don't know. Someone tell me, please. Hey, Vicky, my friend. So I already had to chop that up, and some ginger, some garlic, and some sesame oil, and put that all together and put that in the sauce. I know, right, Rachel? I just use regular onion because half the time, that's what you got on hand. So this sauce smells amazing, what I can smell of it. And so I've been marinating this in here for a while. I'm so excited. So we're going to turn my burner on, and we're going to heat my skillet up. But while I do that, I'm going to get my rice ready. I'm using our rice cooker. And if you've never tried a rice cooker, you may have one that plugs in. Works fantastic. Perfect. That's way to go. If you don't have one and you always struggle with your rice, you can make it in the oven, which is amazing too. Or if you just want a carefree way to do it, get a micro cooker and do it in the microwave. It takes literally like 12 minutes or 10 minutes, between 10 and 12 minutes in the microwave. And so I'm going to put in my 1 cup of chicken broth. This is where I was supposed to use coconut milk. And we're going to put in our 1 cup of rice. Now this was one thing that my kids could use growing up because, and I have a little bit of oil from some bread that I was dipping earlier. And I thought, you know what? Why waste that oil with a little bit of seasoning in there? I'm just going to throw it into my rice. That's kind of how I use some things up. And so 1 cup, oh, you know what? I needed 2 cups. Anybody? Hey, Filomeno. Anyone see my mistake? It's good. I read or say what I'm doing sometimes, 1 cup rice, always you need 2 cups of the liquid. And I'm like, this is not enough of liquid. That's how I discovered. So I have a little bit of extra chicken broth, so I'm just going to put another cup of liquid in there. Yay, so that uses up more of that up. So that's even better yet, right? So I drain my chicken broth off from my cans of chicken when I can chicken. And so that's why I have so much left over right now, because I just got done making a bunch of chicken salad. So I'm going to put that in there for right around 11 minutes. Anyone else lazy? I tell you, some days I am just a little on the lazy side. Why do 10, 0, 0? I just do all 11s. You know, it's close enough, right? So anyway, we're going to put a little bit of oil in our skillet that we have heating up. And this is our, I was not paying attention to my skillet. I had that heating up way, way too long. But I got my marinated chicken that we're going to throw right in there. But this is our, it's popping. Okay. Cover that baby up. It is making a mess on my stove. So I'm going to let that kind of cook. The reason I'm doing it in my stainless steel skillet is because it's going to sear it. And I love seared meat. It will sear that chicken or burger or steak, whatever, and get that nice crust on the bottom. That's what we all like, right? If you ever go to a restaurant and you see that nice dark sear, but it's a really, really soft steak, they obviously knew, number one, they either knew how to cook it really good, or number two, they had a sous vide cooker, which they seared it and then put it in a water cook, which is one thing I really, really wish Pampered Chef would come out with sometime, but that's for another day, another story, right? Hey, Mary. So we got our chicken cooking, and we're going to let that sear. I'm going to take this off. Once that calmed down a minute, I want to get that nice sear, and then we're going to flip that over and cook it on the other side. Should you ever wonder if your chicken is done without cutting it in half and letting all those juices come out, make sure you have a digital thermometer and put your thermometer in for is it 145 or is that pork? Oh gosh, I need to find, no, 160 for chicken, isn't it? Anyone help me out? I forgot to look, but I think it's 160. Gosh, I don't remember. But anyway, it's right around there. I think 145 is pork and 160 is chicken. I should know because we smoke a lot of meat. But anyway, that's where I am today. So we got leftover broth or leftover seasoning, the marinade that I made, and we're going to throw that in there once that is done. And so that's going to thicken up, and that's so we can add leftovers on top of our rice. 165. Yes, Mom. Yes. Thank you, Michelle. I knew it was something like that. Thank you for coming to my rescue. So next, we're going to use our, yes, I am so excited. You guys are on it. I'm going to use the food processor to make a pineapple salsa. Have you ever had pineapple salsa? Oh my, it is so good. And so first, because I needed pineapple juice, where is my, did you ever, like, I don't buy pineapple, crushed pineapple or pineapple chunks in the store. I just get my own pineapple. If your grocery store has pineapples on sale, grab a few. Our pineapple wedger will be the best thing for you. Let me turn over my, oh yeah, it's getting a nice brown. I should use my tongue, but you know what? I had my fork out earlier. Just pick it up the corner, flip that right over. The pineapple wedger is one of those tools where not many people know how to use it. I love it. I mean, do you see how amazing it took this outer layer right off? It will cut it in half and cut it and take the core out. This is an amazing tool. And because I have it on this little piece that comes with it, I'm going to drain this liquid off. This is for a reason. Do you see those little prongs that are sticking up? That is what, when you put that over top, your skin will fall away from the sides, and then your flesh part will be pushed away, and you can just pull it right up. Not only is that easy to do, but also your core comes right out because it pushed it right up from the center. Makes it so easy. And then whatever juice, as you saw, I collected my juice on the side and put that in so I can have my own pineapple juice. I did not have any pineapple juice, so what I did, and I should have kept my skin, I went and threw it in the trash, but there was a good amount of pineapple on the rind. Who has our scoop loop? Oh my goodness. When this first came out, I didn't think it was worth anything. But let me tell you, it is amazing to get. Let me grab a skin. I threw them in the trash. But you know when you have your pineapple skin like this, there was maybe about this much on the flesh part like this. So I just took this and went over it and grabbed out all of the pineapple that's on there. And so then I just squeezed that and got my 1/3 cup of pineapple juice. I mean, it's the best, right? And so I still have a little bit of pineapple juice in here, but now I got crushed pineapple. I'm gonna freeze that. And I know I have all these little containers of pineapple. Well, right now I don't, because I use it to make a fruit slush or fruit salad or any other pineapple dish. But that's the way you can use your fresh veggies, fresh fruits, and preserve them a little bit. And so now I'm going to chunk this up. I forgot to get a cutting mat out. Let's see. Oh my goodness, this is making a mess all over my stove. Oh yeah. Such a nice sear. I'm going to cover this a little bit to get the inside cooking a little. Some of those might be done. I saw a few of the thicker ones. Hey Ruthie and Trish, yes, how are you? I saw some of the inside of those bigger ones were a little bit on the raw side. So we're going to let those kind of steam in there for a little bit while we work on our pineapple, shall we? So since we have our pineapple here that I already took the outer layer off, I'm just going to cut this end. We do have what we call quick slice. If you want to get those nice thin even slices for your pineapple, works like a charm. But if you just want to do chunks, like we're going to do our salad or our pineapple salsa, it says 2 cups of fresh pineapple chunks. So I'm just going to throw these in there. And this, if you have leftover, take these little spurs off that's stuck on there. But should you have any left over, I will cube these and again freeze them. And again, if you want to use your pineapple or the quick slice or just a knife like this, I will just cube this in small chunks, put it in a Ziploc bag, and then you can add it to smoothies. You can get it out, blend it up for crushed pineapple if you don't have crushed pineapple like this. But the flavor of fresh is always so much better. Okay, let me get this. I'm going to blend this up a little bit before. Can you see this? Yes. This is our new, for those of you that maybe never were on here before, this is our new gadget. It is like a item that I didn't think I ever needed. But I got my pineapple in there. This is our food processor, and we're going to turn this on, see if it's going to work for me. You know what? I think I put it in before I started it. It is not as powerful as I wish it would be, you know, but I guess with battery operated, what can you expect? But I am going to take this out and put it in slowly, like I should have done at the first place. But you guys, you know, I keep it real here. Well, come on. What is happening? But how is everyone's day today? There we go. Woo! Hey, Diane, welcome. Well, anyone else having trouble with? I'm sorry, Philomeno. Okay, so now I'm gonna put this in there. I'm gonna put this in, and I'm gonna chop up these pineapple. It calls for about 2 cups. And I'm gonna guess that's about 2 cups. But anyway, we're gonna put in half of a small shallot, okay? So I'm going to peel this, and I guess the rest I would just use elsewhere, right? And I think my chicken is actually accumulating a little bit of broth in there, so it is fine. Okay, so we're gonna dice this up and throw in this when it is running. How is everyone today? Hey, Michelle. Right? I love the sweet loop. It's one of those little tools that you don't think much about. Oh, I smell and this has higher speeds, you guys. It got me a little bit before I discovered the higher speeds. And now I'm going to put in some jalapeno. For those of you, again, that maybe never were on any of my lives, I freeze my jalapenos. So should I ever need anything like spur of the moment like this, I have them in my freezer. Now it calls for 1 jalapeno. I don't know if I'll put the whole thing in. I'm just going to cut some of it off and throw that in there, and we're going to blend that. And we're going to just let that kind of chop up in there. You can add however much you want according to your spice palette. All right. And we're going to add in a little lime juice. I'm going to cut up my lime. You know what? Let me check my chicken. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's the snipe here. Oh, you guys. Okay, so I'm going to throw on my leftover broth, or marinade, whatever you want to call it, right? And I am going to stir that around, and we're going to let this thicken. We're going to let this thicken up a little bit as it cooks. I did not add any thickener except the ketchup and whatever it said on here. I think the ketchup might make it a little thicker, so you don't have to add any cornstarch, anything like that. Ooh, this smells so good. And would you believe I am out of cilantro? How does that happen? I saw cilantro in my grocery store this morning. I'm like, no, I think I got some. What? How can I not have cilantro? Anyway, I do not have cilantro, and it called for cilantro, but my children will be happy. I'm not going to add that because they don't like, I think this got a little bit finer than I was supposed to make it. It was supposed to be chunky, but oh well, that's okay. So I got my pineapple here. I got, some thyme. And you guys know I do not like thyme. I don't, anyone else not like the flavor of thyme? I don't know why. Oh, there's a brand new bottle. Because I finished it up the last time. I am one that does not like the flavor of thyme. I don't mind it like in a meat marinade, but I don't know. I'm going to put it in just because, well, you know, we always test it first time around to see if we like it and then go from there. So let me grab, and it did not call for any salt, so I guess that's okay. We've got pineapple, shallot, jalapeno, oh, the lime, oh, duh. See, it's good I read over my instructions. 1 lime, so we're going to use our citrus press, and we're going to press in. You see how much juice comes out? Let me pull this over here so you guys can actually see. This is amazing. I always feel so accomplished when I squeeze out a lemon or a lime. I mean, you get all of that goodness, right? Oh, yum, yum, yum. Lime is like my favorite. You see that? You get all of that goodness right out of there. And if you're like my husband, he would eat all that pulp from the inside. Yeah, no, not happening here. So we're going to just let that, mix that together. So we got all the other stuff, and it says to dice avocado over top of it. Let me put all my junk on this cutting mat and move that over there and deal with that later. So I got a avocado. I managed to get that this morning in the store. So I'm going to half this, and I know we have a avocado knife, peel, or whatever, but you know, sometimes I don't even use that either. So let me grab a little plate, and I'm going to just score this inside the skin. If you score it in small pieces, then it's going to actually come out right like that. So it works really awesome. That's what I liked about doing stuff like this. And you can just push from the back. You see that? Push from the back, and it just falls right out. You don't have to use a spoon if you don't want to, but I'm going to make sure that I get all of that out. There we go. Ah, got a piece of chunk of the skin. How many like avocado? Have you ever made avocado or guacamole yourself and put pineapple in? Let me tell you, it's a game changer when you put pineapple with your guacamole. Oh my, I better watch my stuff here. I gotta turn this off. It's gonna get too thick on me. Oh yes, that's perfect. Okay, let's check our rice. I love that this comes together real quickly. I mean, under 30 minutes. You got a great meal. This is stuck down in there because of the steam. There we go. Woo! All right, so we're going to plate some of this. And the rice is like perfect. You see that rice? It's perfect every time. It has actually a little bit more liquid on the bottom. If I would let it sit just a tad bit, it would probably soak up a little bit more of that liquid. But I'm going to plate some of this. Because usually I let it sit for a little bit. I put it in for 10 minutes. And then I let it sit for a little bit and it soaks up all the extra. So I think it's supposed to be in like 12 minutes, but I just let it go. So I am going, let me grab a spoon. Where's my spoon? I am going to, I'm all over the place, you guys. Take some of this sauce. This sauce is like divine. You see that awesome goodness of that sauce? And then we're going to put in some of this pineapple. And now I'm supposed to drizzle cilantro over top of it. And I don't have cilantro. I'm so sad. And we're going to put a little bit of avocado. And if you don't like avocado, that is perfectly fine. One of the last times that we went to our local Mexican restaurant, they have where you can get tableside guacamole. My daughter asked them to put pineapple in. It was like a game changer. You got to try it next time. It is so freaking delicious. It takes away, I mean, sometimes I don't always feel good on the avocado for some reason. I don't know why. But it seemed like that pineapple, I don't know if it was the acid. Does pineapple have acid in it? That it just kind of rounded it all off. So anyway, we have, I mean, how amazing is that? Let's see if I can burn my mouth. That has a lot of flavor. I love that brown. That brown stuff on the chicken is like my favorite. I'm going to probably make, I should have brought broccoli. I was at the produce auction this morning. They had so many bins of broccoli. I should have bought some and steamed it, but my kids don't like broccoli. So I'll probably do some peas with this. That's a winner. It is so good. I will post the recipe for you so you guys can make that. But again, I hope you guys take away some stuff that you can do, some extra ways that you can make your time in the kitchen go faster by making your own crushed pineapple, chunks of pineapple to freeze, or whatever works for you. I know. Hey, Verna, you just did. I'm just about done, Verna. But I will post the recipe for the pineapple chicken. It is so full of flavor. The pineapple is like smooth, and I would have never thought to put pineapple on it, but it is really, really good. I love it. So that teriyaki pineapple, it's almost, I guess, gives it that Chinese flair, if you will, but it is definitely one recipe that I'm going to make again because it's so easy, under 30 minutes, and then you can have it on your table. Amazing, right? So thanks for being here, you guys. I am so excited to next week, make sure you come and bring a guest, bring someone with you, invite someone to the group, and we're going to do a giveaway next week, okay? Hang in there. And if you have any questions, anything about our new Christmas products, let me know. We got all of those in stock. And again, I am stocking up on a lot of things before the holiday rush because I am hearing that the shipping is going to be really, really crazy again this fall. I am telling everyone to make sure to get your Christmas orders in before December 1st. because I really don't guarantee anything past December. I am sweating, you guys. So anyway, thank you so much for being here. We will see you back next week. Take care.